Poems of Narad. From Songs to the Mystic Earth, Volume 2, Part 2. Mockingbird morning, a mockingbird morning, and all the world a song. I wake to the cardinal and his joyous call. The hawk in a pinpoint sky calls loud and long. Such beauty here, how can we hold it all? The iris bear their crowns of victory. As I walk among the roses deep in prayer, and breathe the fragrance of the peony, and taste the sweetness of the morning air. A day will come when beauty on earth shall reign, and we who wander here still robed in night shall wake to truth and know ourselves again, and walk most consciously the paths of light. Second birth. I sit in silence and I wait. The butterfly, the hummingbird, morning visitors, the clock at 8. In the silence of an unspoken word, sounds within this seeking breast. What will be when light comes down? I do not know, yet will not rest until the psychic being flown beyond self's prison bars is free, and I, released from thought and need, become what I was meant to be, as the tree knows in its seed. Ascend the heights, my roots in earth, and patient wait my second birth. Preparing to leave. A red hydrangea in its brilliant dress, apart from pinks and multicolored blues, calls me as I walk the garden path. A last lone iris singing by the lake greets me as I near in dulcet tones. In the torrid heat of summer, flowers rest. Even roses' desultory blooms are muted in the white-hot heat of day. O India, your jasmine-scented lands sweetly call this traveler of song. Now autumn whispers in the tinted leaves, and the mornings of my life grow cool once more. The downy woodpecker. He tapped upon the window pane with firm and loud staccato sound. A downy bird, he came again, who yesterday lay on the ground. I held him weakened in my hand, and stroked his back, his wings, his breast, softly, that he might understand. I spoke of life as I caressed. Encouraging again his flight, he would not leave, but wrapped his feet around my fingers gripping tight. The heart within him strongly beat. I have held birds in whom the light grew fainter with each failing breath, but this one suddenly took flight. He had no time as yet for death. I watched him on a nearby tree. His grasp was sure, his joy once more of life regained and ecstasy. I walked inside and closed the door. The seasons. Spring came singing through the cherry trees and wove her colored tapestries on earth. I sang with her, repeating harmonies learned through centuries of death and birth. Then drowsy summer, indolent and free, knowing that her final hour was close, rushed her pace, coaxing bloom to seed, but left alone the proud and stalwart rose. Now autumn bloomed, magnificent in leaves, preparing for her time of nude repose. In winter's frozen arms she threw herself to sleep and dream of the beauty God bestows. Last came the days of the falling leaf. One felt that death would scatter everything. Yet in my soul I knew, apart from grief, in winter's breast is hid the bud of spring. To the Lord of life. Suddenly the trees, skeletons of might, awake from winter sleep, greening overnight. From barren earth there springs, magical to the eyes, beauty beyond belief, surprise upon surprise. Where yesterday one saw naught but dust dry leaves, now the sparkling hues, the rainbow symphonies. And in this joy I dwell, and in each moment live, and to the Lord of life give all that I can give. A poem to Sri Aurobindo.